Money's on the table. Good day, gentlemen. You know that consumer theory that you're learning in school? It's garbage. Easy to say. I can methodically expose everything and show you something much better. Are you ready to see it all? There's so much you need to know about what's in your textbooks. Do you want to learn about an open secret in economics? Only if you're not too afraid. It's the same message in one hypnotic commercial after another. Do you even hear it or see it anymore? QVC. I've always wanted a convenient product of quality at a low price, just like everyone else. What does that mean? The price? Simple. It's a dollar number. That is a widely and easily observable objective fact. It makes the prices right shine. How could you even have the quality and convenience are right? That's why economists measure in dollars. Adjust everything for inflation, and you have an all-purpose, reliable accounting tool. So easy, isn't it? Welly well, the tough question remains. What are quality and convenience? Can we understand or possibly measure all of this with mathematical precision? How many concepts can emerge from one equation? We'll see. Let's take what you're learning and put it to the test. You're not intimidated or offended, are you? Maybe just a little? Core textbook consumer theory. Simplified garbage. Does it explain concepts or predict anything testable? Erase the budget line and focus on the curves. What are the implications of the uninformative equals the immeasurable? So, what are the optimal number of text messages? The magic table says 3. Where do these numbers come from? Did you blindly accept this? Has anyone ever showed you how to measure this in the real world? How are you supposed to optimize without the phony numbers in front of you? This is not testable. These are fictional numbers that fit a philosophy. You'll never see anything like this in a chemistry textbook. Economists do not even pretend to have a measure of utility. This is crucial and will come up again. Can standard consumer theory explain why an innovative new product replaced a similar dominant product? Netflix convenience demolished Blockbuster. Here's an important test of any consumer theory. What is convenience? The curves we want, since Blockbuster and Netflix are close substitutes. What a breeze. It's meaningless, but it's the textbook answer. Why? We'll keep it in mind. Netflix mailed new convenient discs, but households replaced the VHS because of the quality of the new formats and the emergence of the DVR. What is quality? Another crucial test. Once again, no budget line. Just look at an approved curve from standard consumer theory. 4K Blu-ray's the latest disc. They're different formats for viewing the same video, so they're very close substitutes. The textbook answer is to draw extremely flat indifference curves. Sound familiar? We asked 2 separate questions, but we got the exact same answer. For this sole reason. It's an acceptable indifference curve that's rigged for the desired substitution effect. Acceptable? How? In order to answer that, you need to know the truth about standard consumer theory. This is really important. You follow the rules of indifference curves while you rig them for the desired income and substitution effects. That's it. Consumer theory's about rigging indifference curves. Nothing else. Is it that simple? Are you kidding me? If utility is exempt from measurement, then you're free to claim that points A, B, and C are all equal. Nothing's exempt from measurement in the physical sciences, so without an observable disturbance, you have no facts or arguments. I asked you if you were ready to hear this. Were you too cozy? Knowing how to rig an indifference curve distinguishes you from the other students on campus, or high schoolers. So many secrets behind the beautiful curtain. What curvature explains why the new is better than the old? You can switch goods X and Y, and the exact same flat indifference curve is still the correct answer? Every graph has a one-size-fits-all solution, so how can it contain any useful information? Like I said, it's garbage. All we had to do was take away the budget line and ask the right questions. The uninformative equals the immeasurable. You get paid to prove me wrong. What's really going on? How did we get here? What's with all that math? Economists solve optimization problems. Have you seen this from calculus? Things start to get fancy, with more variables and some constraints. The functions, constraints, and the solution of the optimization problem are supposed to have relevant economic meaning. That's what makes it theory. When the objective function is a utility function and the constraint is a budget line, then the optimization problem is called consumer theory. There are so many to choose from. The first equation changes from paper to paper. Try finding a full professor of economics at a major school that always uses the same utility function. You need to change things up so you don't solve the same optimization problem over and over. How do you know which one to use when they are all equally worthless? Is it stylish? How does it make you look and feel? Do your friends like it? Did you think that consumer theory was the ultimate trip to scientifically seek some monolithic utility function of the highest importance? Choosing functions for their desirable mathematical properties is a mastered art. Common methods. Why? The left side is exempt from measurement. The right side, it's exempt from testing. Not only does the academic field of econometrics exist, but men have won Nobel Prizes for it. If you haven't seen it already, this mathematical beauty is a CES utility function. It's fundamental to standard economic theory. For the most part, changing the slope and the curvature of an indifference curve is about changing the parameters of this function. College students get the less technical version with simple graphs, but the core concept is the same. CES utility. Such elegant garbage. Finally, a serious economist knows how to modify a model with things like imaginary ladders, phantom shocks, laughable lags, ridiculous rules, and don't forget about the frictions. If the first equation is meaningless, then did you expect things to get better? The solution of the optimization problem is supposed to explain and match the economic facts. You need the smoke and mirrors before the pretense of empirical testing with absurdly inaccurate data, like this monumental issue. Every economics major encounters the stagnant wage myth. The time series data on real wages. Economists pretending that they can measure technology with great mathematical precision. Water quality and convenience. Draw a graph. Show me the indifference curves. That's how you earn the 20,000. I know that you've heard common critiques of standard economic theory before. Ideology, rationality, and tough math. The problem is deeper than all of that suggests. Standard theory is the first attempt to make economics mathematical, and the math is wrong. No economics textbook even tries to justify the Euclidean approach, which is so useful for simple physics and maps. There's nothing inherently wrong with optimization. The true math has the unique power to yield deep insights that are otherwise totally unattainable. A decade ago, I posted an animated video and list of questions in the description that any economist should be able to answer. Some things are not meant to be seen. Providing correct answers to these questions proves me wrong. That's the job, 20K. It's all in my channel. So what? Plan to leave school after graduation? Imagine that you're in the most important business meeting of your career and you told top executives that quality and convenience don't matter to consumers because your economics professor couldn't draw an indifference curve graph. How can you understand growth and inequality if you don't understand what people value? Quality and convenience separates the rich from the middle class and the present from the past. No consumer theory is complete without them. There's only one other way. The impossible exists in this channel. Equations have two sides. You can't just ignore one as you go after the other. You need the right approach for this special duality. So what are other people thinking and feeling? I want to measure shadows of the mind with bullseye accuracy. Where can we look? Are we talking about testable predictions or observable consequences? Irrelevant, because there's only one consumer theory that's in agreement with the facts. A falsifiable economic theory that can actually pass tests. No imaginary ladders, no phantom shocks. The measurements? We can move from the realm of philosophy to science. Reproducible results that you can verify. It's just a simple bathtub analogy with basic calculus. It's been on my YouTube channel for years, and every economist has seen it. All of them. That should be enough for true scholars. Right? Guess how economists reacted. Endless personal attacks of every kind. This forum is where little boys hide. Gotta share those twisted, vile thoughts? You need an internet archive service to read the sickness over the years, since many pages worth have been deleted. Posts like, a conspiracy theory that I don't exist? Didn't see that one coming. We couldn't pay him $200K a year to keep his mouth shut. I hope he kills himself. Only the equations and the facts should matter, not these distractions. Do I need professional help? I've seen now what I've never seen before. I'm cured because Paul Romer released his paper, The Trouble with Macroeconomics. The first sentence in the abstract gives you the point. This reality check is essential knowledge for any economic student, especially if you're considering becoming an economist. Know the difference between a true science and a cult before you go down that road. Too many economists think that this is a divine, spiritual, and sacred discovery, delivered from heaven by an angel. Until you actually try to answer some meaningful questions. Life's about rhythm, not convexity. What can disrupt it? Are you feeling very confused by now and you don't know what to make of all this? You don't need to trust me. Just know that this can never, ever happen. Ever. You want to debate for equation 1? No. The 20K challenge is as close as it gets. Do you demand satisfaction after all of this build-up for toe-to-toe theoretical combat between gentlemen? Why face it? Tuition money always comes in, they keep running from the truth, and that's how it goes. How much were your books? Wait. Peer review, integrity. Does any of that matter if you don't have a job? Who is paying for this party? The CES utility function does not describe how people should behave or how they do behave. It explains nothing and fails obvious tests. Economic theory has no shortage of critics, but there's only one equation that actually works. This all ends when anyone does better. Anyone. So show us how it's done. That should be really easy. For those that still don't get it, everything's in my channel. I'll explain how to earn the money. One more thing. Why is it common knowledge among economists that I went to the University of Rochester? My H-index is 0.
Shut up. Shut up. This is so fun.
My name is Ella.
Like, oh god, like they probably think I'm weird or something.
Perfetto. Un bisou. Ugh, oh my god. I absolutely hated that. That was disgusting. No offense.